All right. So,
Patrick,
how's it going, Andy? So, tell me a little bit about yourself. Originally born and raised from Albania, came to the U.S. at the age of 6, and now you're here, going through the corona and all the panic and that stuff. So,
yes, sir. Yeah, I came from Albania when I was 6 years old, and yeah, I came to the United States. Didn't speak any English. Went to elementary. Now I'm in college, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
So, how are you experiencing the outbreak? Because you don't have any school. Well, they moved everything online, and now you're gonna have to do it online. So you get extended spring break, and you have to take things online now. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I like the vacation,
Mm-hmm.
but if we think realistically, it will affect our education because we're not gonna have in-person classes, and doing through things through Uvu or anything online like that. We're gonna be goofy. If I see you on camera, if I see my friend on camera doing stupid things, you know.
Yeah, but did you live through Uvu?
No.
No?
I barely used Uvu. It was mostly like Skype.
Yeah. Because I remember, like, I don't remember. Well, it was a while ago, but I used to see Uvu, and I thought it was a cool thing, but I never used it personally. So I was wondering, like.
I used it like once.
Yeah.
I was just making a joke.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. But do you feel like it's well, the thing is, classes. Well, I wouldn't say classes because colleges are still there and they're still having in-person classes, but the internet has all of these sources of knowledge, right? You have Google. If you want to know something, you could just ask Google a question and then it'll give you an answer. So with schools moving online, and this is sort of expressing the shift that you don't really have to be in the location in order to learn, and we're going to be seeing that within the next couple of months. So do you think that, well, even though you haven't experienced it yet, but do you think that going through what you're going through right now, do you think that being at school is really essential, like being at the location?
For my major?
Yeah.
No. I realistically, with computer science, you know how it goes. Your comp sci major.
Mm-hmm.
If you really want to, well, not if you really you can. Not if you really want to. You can learn way more just from Google and just doing your own research, trying things on hands-on at home. Like you don't even need to attend college for computer science, realistically.
So
I don't think for our major, being in school is gonna be super like important. I don't know. I mean, before I did say it would affect education, but that's like general wise. If we're talking about our major, I don't think so.
So how has your experience been with the computer science major on your last semester? And
in college in general?
Yeah. Well, yeah, college, computer science.
It's been all right.
Uh-huh.
It's nothing amazing.
Uh-huh.
Like you said, we can do it all at home. A lot of this, we barely learn to actually like sit down and code. Like we go through like, we learn C or Java, then we barely touch code in college. It's just like reports. It's just like other things. It's like more theory.
Mm-hmm.
When I first got into comp sci, I expected like every other class we're gonna have like a hard intensive coding class, like where you're just gonna sit down and learn how to code multi different languages, this that. But it's really like once you learn the basis of one language, it's just they expect you to get it, which makes sense. But like I don't know, I expected more coding.
Mm-hmm. So how do you feel like? So right now you say you expected more coding. Do you feel like the theoretical side of it, where you're doing reports and documentation and all of that, do you feel like it's not as useful as the coding portion of it, or do you feel like it's useful in its own way, or what's your point of view on?
My view on documentation?
Not the more theoretical or more not coding side.
I think it's important, but it also falls on person to person. Mm-hmm. Some people can like the theoretical stuff, and that would be super good for them. But for me, I'm like, I'd rather just get to it. I'd rather just get to it instead of just like talk about it, this, that. I'd rather be put to work.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna say it's not important. It is important because like algorithms, stuff like that, and other things. You have to know that to get jobs and stuff. So I'm good. I cannot say it's not important. In documentation, I can't say it's not important. It just, I would like less.
Yeah.
But that's me as a person. Some people could say like, I don't want to code. I want to do all theoretical, more documentation.
And so you fall more into that like implementation
Yeah.
and code and all
I'd
that
rather
stuff.
try it and like have a hard time and fail than
Yeah.
they just sit there and be like, oh yeah, we could do this, we could do this, we could do this, we could use this algorithm for this. But I want to like do it.
So what have you been doing in order to polish that skill or polish that sort of coding aspect of?
For what, like algorithms or
Well,
like
not algorithms,
just coding?
but yeah, coding in general. Like, have you been sort of?
I mean, we've been to hackathons. Like
Okay.
that was an attempt that me and you did.
So how was that?
That was good.
Mhm.
It was good. It just sometimes when they get past like 2 days, it just you lose drive. You get tired. This that. When it's like a 2-day hackathon, I feel like it's better than a super long one. If it's like a shorter time, I feel like it's better because it forces you to create a plan really quick. Because you want to present something. You know, like extending like hackathons when they have like 3 days, I feel like that's too much. Like you're gonna be like, oh, I could change my mind. I still have some time. I could do this. I could do this. You never actually get to work sometimes. But other than that, yeah, it was good. It's a good experience.
What about the people you get to meet over there? What do you think about
Oh.
all of that? Because
There's interesting people you meet at hackathons and some cool people too. And I think it's good for like connectivity with others. And you could like find people that do similar things with you, and you could pair up with them and do whatever you like, create a project or maybe even job opportunities. Because you could, it's all connections. If you find people at hackathons, you're gonna be able to connect to like get closer to jobs, I guess.
have you kept in touch with any of those people?
No, but I know I could if I want to. But personally, I really haven't kept in touch with any hackathon friends. Yeah, I mean, besides you, you're stuck.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's that for hackathons. But it's good.
So are there any plans on pursuing that kind of hackathon? Like
Continuing to do hackathons?
Do you have any plans on pursuing that, or is it just like one and done? You're all set.
It's not one and done.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like we used to go to hackathons multiple times. Like we tried to go every other week at least. So we get to go to like 2, 3, 4 hackathons maybe. But it's not like we have to do that. It's hackathons. We kind of mostly focused, obviously for the learning experience, but we also wanted to add it to the resume. Now we have some stuff on the resume. I mean, it's still good to go though, but I don't think I'll be going every 2 weeks. Maybe I'll go like once every like 2 months or something like that. It's still good to go, but you won't see me going as often.
So you mentioned that one of the reasons why you went to the hackathon was for it to be like a resume builder, because it's pretty cool when you have a hackathon and you're able to explain what you've done and all that stuff, and it's a talking point for when you're getting interviewed. But like you said, it's a resume builder for you. Has there been anything that you've done in computer science which isn't a resume builder that you've just done for yourself rather than trying to do it for whether that be a project or a hackathon just for your resume? Like, has there been anything, or do you plan on doing anything that's along those lines where it's doing computer science for computer science?
Okay. That kind of falls into the theoretical side, right? Maybe.
Well,
is that what you mean?
It's
like do it for computer science only, or what?
I mean, like do it for yourself rather than computer science.
Do
like,
it for myself. I mean,
like a personal project or website or something.
Yeah, we have trials. Like I've tried,
Mm-hmm.
to make a little website. I've tried to make some other things here and there, but it's mostly been for the school and for the what's it called, resume.
Okay.
But I have tried some things here and there.
So do you feel like this is something you could pursue as like for, I wouldn't say a lifelong thing, but like for the next, let's say, decade?
What?
Computer science and working in software.
A decade?
Yeah, for the next decade.
10 years?
Yeah.
Yes. But I don't know about more. I don't know if I would stay with computer science.
Why not?
Because I don't know. I mean, I like it. I like to sit down. I like to code, especially if I know the language really well. It's fun. It's good, but like, I don't want to be sitting down coding for 40 years straight or like whatever. probably like do something else too.
Like what? What would you rather do than sit down and
So-
in front of a computer?
Many things, but like, I mean, at the end of the day, we're doing comp sci obviously because we like it,
Yeah.
but it's for money. It's to get a job. Eventually, you got to support your family. This that. But once, like, I feel like it's good to try other things like businesses. Like, try stuff out. Do other things with your life. Like, don't lock yourself down forever into one thing. Unless you're, I guess, if that's like your super passionate thing, then just, I mean, do it. But I don't know if I'd say comp sci is like my number one. Like, I die for comp sci. Like, I mean, I like it. I'll do it. But like, it's nothing. I don't even know what like my favorite thing is.
Yeah, I was about to ask you.
You know
Have
what I
you
mean?
found it? Like, have you found like?
I mean, I like many things. I could list what I like, but like something that really like drives me, that I would do. I don't know like fully, but like I have things that drive me. Comp sci is one of them. I'm doing this as a major. If I wanted to, I could have dropped out and not do it. But I also like cars. I like working on cars, and I have a high drive for that. I don't know. I like mechanical stuff. It makes sense to me. I get it quick. I'm a person that gets it quick for cars. What else do I like to do? Hands-on stuff. Hands-on anything in general. Cars is hands-on. That's why. But like woodwork or anything like that, or like make this out of this stuff. This they give you like materials and they say make it. I would do it. I have interest in it. Anything electrical, I have interest in. Anything wiring, electricity, anything like that, I'll do it. Circuits, I have interest in. I think it's cool, and it's something like I can get because I could see it. I could see it in front of my face, and it's easier to get.
Yeah, so you enjoy more of that engineering aspect rather than, let's say, a field like what kind of field can I compare it to? Something I would say like physics. Even though you could see sort of what physics does, like momentum and all of that stuff,
Yeah.
but most of it is in theory, like black holes. When are you ever gonna get
Yeah,
to?
nah.
So
You can look on Google
yeah.
Images. That's
But
about
you're
it.
never gonna be able to build them.
Yeah,
Whereas with
stuff like that.
engineering, you're able to apply it too.
Yeah, and the thing like going back to like the theoretical stuff of computer science. That's why I'm not super into it. It's like it's more of like stuff that you can't really physically. You have to really sit down and just think about it. I don't know. I like stuff in my hands. I like to mess with things. That's why I say it's like for me personally, I'd be more happy just to sit down and like give me a problem and then I don't know. I'd rather try to get it, try to do it my way, even though I'm gonna fail. But, you know, it's good to try.
So speaking of failure,
Mm.
one of the things that they mention in life in general is that you have to learn to be resilient. So fall and get back up. How do you think that you've expressed that throughout your life? Like when was one time that you felt like like oh my god, this is so hard, or oh my god, I failed, but you kept pushing forward.
Calc 1, Calc 2.
Oh, was it really that bad of an experience for you?
I don't know. I really hated that stuff. Like, I used to love math. I'm not even joking. I used to love math. Like, math was my best major in high school. My favorite thing. And I was good at it. I had A's, maybe like a B plus. But came to college, sat down. When they hit me with like series and a whole bunch of that stuff, it just wasn't. Never hit the same.
Yeah.
Never hit the same. I don't like math that much. That's why, like, in the beginning, like I said, one of my favorite things to do is like electrical work, and one of my main goals was to do electrical engineering, but Calc 3 was involved. I didn't want to deal with Calc 3, so before I even started college, I switched to last minute to comp sci, and then I was like, yeah.
You were electrical before when you came in? Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool. I always knew that you wanted to do electrical related, but I didn't know that you came in electrical.
Came in electrical, but then saw Calc 3 on the curriculum. I was like, damn.
I think they mentioned that Calc 3 is easier than 2. So if he's like,
I just didn't want to deal with Calc anything.
You think
Now
it was
we
a
have-
good choice?
Huh?
You think it was a good choice?
I think it was a great choice that I went with comp sci. To be honest, I don't know. I don't regret at all. I don't regret my choice at all. Even though like it might not be my favorite thing in the world, like, but I still like it a lot. But it might not be my favorite thing. I enjoy it a lot. Comp sci is good. I wouldn't trade comp sci. I would keep my major because I wouldn't have the friends I have now. If I didn't go this path, I probably wouldn't. I don't even know where I'd be right now. If I didn't make that decision in college, I don't know where I'd be, to be honest. Yeah.
But you mentioned something about business. Like you mentioned, like trying different things. So why not go into that
Business in
field?
college or what? Come on now. Oh god, I'm gonna get roasted for saying that. Oh shit. What do you have to say? What do you have to say?
Why not go
Why you have
into
to talk about
business?
Business in college, it just I can't say too much because I haven't tried it, but I feel like maybe I'm not smart, but I don't know. Like I don't think I need to take, I don't need to go to college for business. Like
So
I'm gonna get roasted for that.
let's continue on this because one of the points that have been brought up in engineering in general, it's like it's well I wouldn't say in engineering in general, but at UMass, but I'm pretty sure that it's been brought up. I've heard it in a couple of hackathons too. But business majors are looked down upon. It's like
Yeah.
as an engineer, a lot of the common stuff is like if you can't do engineering, you go business. If you can't, yeah. So it's basically that. A lot of the people that dropped out of engineering went for business. So it's like one semester you know a couple of guys that were engineering, and then next semester they're like finance or something along those lines. So do you think that it's fair for business to be looked down upon like that, or is there like how could I phrase this question? Like why would you? Because business is as like you look down upon it and all that stuff, but it's one of the essential things because
It
without
is.
business, no money, and no money, no paid. You can't do computer science. You can't do all that. Or maybe you can, but you won't get paid for it. So, why do you think it's looked down upon as an engineer when you switch to business?
Do you want to know my honest truth? I think the reason why business is looked down upon, this is just I don't know, maybe it's just from my experience in my college. Like we have a lot of comp sci friends that like dropped out and went to business and this that. What I think is going on is like there's actual memes about this stuff. So like when and we see it live, like we see it multiple times from multiple majors like nursing and stuff. I mean like harder majors like what like electrical or mechanical. I've seen a lot of people just hop onto business because they couldn't do mechanical, and like and there's memes, so that adds fuel to the fire. It just like that's why business is like I don't know. I feel like that's one of the reasons why business is so not a good choice, because like I don't know. I feel like it's a lot of like the social aspect. Like we see it in person too. Like we see kids drop out, we go to business, and then we laugh. It's just we add. It's part of that cycle. It's like business is unlucky. It got into that vicious cycle.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's and I don't know. I personally would not major as business, like have a major as business, but I'd maybe minor, consider that. But I don't know about major. For me, I don't think it's worth it for me.
Okay.
Even though I want to try business things, I feel like I don't know. I feel like I can learn a lot online through Google and stuff like that. So I don't know if I would pick business. I probably wouldn't, to be honest.
Well, the same thing that you're saying here about learning it online, you would be able to apply it to computer science. So why? Because I'm pretty sure that you figured it out like towards your second or third year. You figured out that most of the stuff that they're teaching you could find
Online.
Yeah, online. So why did you decide to continue with pursuing your degree if you already know that the stuff that they're teaching you could always be found online? Like you see how business you made the point that you could find that stuff online. So why continue with computer science if you could find all that stuff online?
The first thing is I'm foreign. I have foreign parents. They want to see me graduate. Personally, I want a degree too. I want to get the piece of paper. I know it's just a piece of paper, but I want to get it too. And for job purposes. Like, of course, there could be a student or a person that has not went to college at all, and they'll know way more. Comp sci in general. If they spend 4 years and we spend 4 years in college, if they like are serious about it and spend 4 years outside of college and do stuff at home and actually continue it, they would know more than us. Realistically, like they would know way more. They're the ones that should be hired realistically, because I don't know. Just because we have the degree, that's how it works. You need the degree to get the job. But like I definitely feel you don't need to go to school for comp sci. You could learn at home. It's better. It's just the good thing about school is compared to doing it all at home is like school. You have a grade, like you have something to like kind of drive you, I guess. If you like don't like the major, like at least grades could drive you. Maybe I don't know. Like you want to get good grades, like you have assignments due certain days, like that drives you to do things. Like if you're trying to do it all at home, you have to like be really really passionate, because you could slack off. Like, oh, you haven't done anything for a month. In school, you would have had to do something though, even if it's not the best thing to learn. You would have had to sit down and be like, oh yeah, I gotta get this month through. I gotta get this stuff done for this month.
So there's that psychological aspect of it where you
Mhm.
mentioned that there's a deadline and all of that stuff.
Yes.
So why haven't you tried? Well, I'm not gonna say why haven't you, but have you ever tried to
Give deadlines?
Well, yes, give that to yourself.
Yes.
In artificial.
It doesn't work well. It doesn't work well.
Mm-hmm.
It works, like example, like something for my car. Maybe I'm a little bit more passionate about that. Something for that, the deadline could potentially work, and it probably has worked. But I'm not saying computer science stuff that I've done at home hasn't worked. It just eventually it'll get slow. Like I'll stop the flow. I don't know how to say it. It's like I slow down, and I'm just like whatever. But like, yeah, school makes you like forces you, kind of. In your head, you're like forced to get this done, because I'm a person that always wants to submit things. I don't want to. I never not submit stuff. I don't know. I always submit my work, and like I'm forced to, and I don't want to send in a garbage assignment. I want to get it done, even if it's last minute. I want to do it right and send it out. Here it's like you could set deadlines for yourself, but there's like I don't want to say no reward, but at school it's like, oh, I submitted the assignment. It's like you said, psychological stuff. It gives you like a boost. It's like, oh yes, I got that done. Now I only have this left. At home you'd be like, oh, yeah, let's do the 15th. Today's the 13th. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. 15th comes. Oh yeah, I'll do it by 12 at night. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. This isn't graded. Oh, I'll just push to the 16th, and then you skip one day, it's a wrap, and then you slow it down. But I feel like you have to be really, really passionate about it, and you have to build a habit, which I'm not good at. But that's my views on that.
So there's this sort of external accountability that needs to take place. It's like in your classes or whatever assignment that has to do with another person, a grader, you could say, there's going to be that external person that has to judge what you're doing. Whereas when you're doing something personal, you're the grader and you're the person doing the assignment.
That's hard.
So it's like you're holding yourself to a different standard when it's compared to you versus when it's compared to the public or whoever's supposed to take that.
And people, I don't know, just people in general, like that's just how we are. I feel like we want attention, or we want someone's opinion on stuff. Social media, you see how it is. People want likes. People live off that. Like they want it. Like it's a big drive. And it's like grades is kind of like that, but not obviously very different, but kind of like that in a sense. It's like you get judged by someone else. Like, oh, if you did good on your assignment, they like you or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So shifting into social media, in your path or in your trials to give it up or stop using it as much, what's your status on it? And yeah, explain a little more.
So social media, we can start from the beginning. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like the regular population, the general population, I guess. I don't want to say I cared about. I thought it was cool to have a lot of likes. Like, oh, let's say like 300 likes, 200 likes. I thought it was cool. It's like, oh, and it felt good. It's not like I cared about each individual person that liked it. It's just a number. It's like, oh yeah, it feels good. It's cool. Oh, they really like that post or whatever. And I used to. I don't want to say chase likes, but like I used to do, like people say, do it for the gram. Like I used to.
Clout.
Yeah, exactly. I used to be like one of those kids, older, when I was like beginning of high school, end of high school, I guess. Beginning of high school. Not even the beginning of high school. Probably like junior year to like maybe the first year or second year of college. I used to be like that. And I used to be like, oh, I want to post a photo. It's been like 2 weeks since I haven't. I want to post a photo. This once like then the sophomore hit, I didn't care at all about likes or posting photos. I don't even post photos.
Why do you think that is? that
Why?
shift in caring.
Because I realized it was dumb. I grew up. It's like it's kid stuff. It's like I don't need that to make me happy. I don't need likes. I don't need any of that. I just don't care about what people care. Like we used to like care about the comments or what somebody wrote. I literally don't care. I don't care at all. It's a big change. Like I didn't care about it. The only thing I use social media now is for like the memes, and stuff like that. What did you ask me in the question again?
So your path to quitting it, or
oh yeah, path to quitting. So many times, like even now, I've like tried like to go like months without it, and I've done it. I've done it for like a month or two, or like a month or something, whatever. But eventually, I'm just like, damn. Sometimes it gets boring. Like you want to see a meme or like you want to look at something. It's not for me. I don't even care what people post. I'm not even joking. I have probably like the only thing on my feed is memes. Like I don't even look at people's photos anymore. I don't care what people post. I don't care what they do. But for me, it's like, oh, it's entertainment, and it's like that guilty pleasure type stuff. It's like I like it. It's like funny. They have a lot of funny memes on Instagram, so I do send them to my friends though. So I'm a problem. It's a big cycle. It's like I waste my time looking at these damn memes all day, and then I put my friends on that, and then they watch them too, and then they start liking them. They get on the page. It's a horrible cycle. But yeah.
So you talked about it being a guilty pleasure, and one of the things that I associate guilty pleasure with it is like I see someone who's trying to let's say cut on sugars or sweets, and then every time they have a sweet, they have that guilty feeling afterwards. Where it's like, damn, I actually like
Forced.
yeah. Do you feel like
No.
no?
Yes and no.
Mhm.
Most of the time, no. It's just like whatever. I chose this. I did this. Whatever. Doesn't matter. But like in the long run, when you start realizing how much time you actually spend on it, that's when it hits. Like, damn, I really wasted hours. Like 2-3 hours of my day is just memes. Like that's horrible. But we literally like them a lot, and it's not good. That's why I said I tried to quit, but eventually I downloaded it again. And I'm just like, yeah, let's see what's good. I open my account, I see like 200 messages of memes from my other friends, and it's just back into the cycle. We try to limit it. I mean, we always try to find activities that keep us occupied so I don't have to use my phone much. But yeah, I've tried. It works for a little bit, but eventually we download it again. It's very addictive. Social media is very addictive. The only thing I would say is really addictive for me is YouTube number one. YouTube number one, Instagram, Snapchat. I don't care. I'll just send a photo here, but I don't even talk to people on Snap. And yeah, Twitter, garbage. I don't even use Twitter. I feel like that's one of the worst things to have. For some reason, I feel like Twitter is horrible to have. Horrible. I don't have a Twitter. But yeah.
The president would argue otherwise.
He loves Twitter. He's always posting on it.
So why do you think that Twitter is the worst one out of all of the?
So, I guess for like it's good for news, but in our age group, Twitter's horrible. Like for us, it's horrible.
Like what do you mean by that? I still don't understand. Why is it so bad?
Why is it so bad? It just, I don't know. It's something I can't explain well. I think Twitter's the worst one
Like
to get into, to be trapped by,
Oh, okay.
to be like addicted to. I think it's very bad. I think Instagram's better. I don't know why.
When you like, this is what I'm trying to understand. When you say bad, is it like it's the hardest to get out of, or it's bad as in not entertaining?
Oh, not even that. It's probably very entertaining. It's just like Twitter's more text based, right? And a lot of people care, like they care about what others have to say, so they really take it seriously. On some, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. It's text based stuff I feel like is worse for us in general. Like if like someone popular writes like a certain comment or whatever on Twitter, posts it, then I don't know. I feel like a lot of people get influenced more than a picture. And like it could be bad things. It could be oh this guy did this did this. Someone could tweet out oh get this guy's account removed just cause. And they'll probably like those people will probably literally go over there and just report someone's account for no reason. I don't know, just like the text based aspect of his I think is worse. than image based. I feel like that's more of a. It's probably very addictive. I don't have much experience with Twitter, but a lot of my friends do, and they live on it. They always care. They always care. I think it's, yeah. I think I'm finding out what it is now. I think a lot of my friends, they always care what others have to say, or if they like their whatever their status is. Because in Twitter you can post like a certain amount of text, you can post, and people just really care. They want to give their opinion. People love to give their opinion or what they've done or this that or any updates like, oh yeah, this I did this. It's just like, it's another thing. That's why I'm not interested, because I don't care what others really like. Other BS. I don't care to read it, but I feel like it's bad. I don't know how to say it. It's the text part of it. And people chase, like, they love to get attention. They love to get opinions. Me, I used to be like that back in the day, but now, like, not anymore. But I feel like it's bad.
You mentioned that it's probably because it's text-based that it's getting so much, that people sort of attach themselves more to it. But Facebook also has the option for you to, like, just post
text and image. Yeah, you could post just text, but Facebook is not run the same way as a Twitter. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like Twitter is the main thing now for text based stuff. I mean, of course, Twitter also has image. You can post images too, I think, but it's usually tweets. People post thousands and thousands of tweets, and just like our generation in general. I'm not talking about like the president. The president has to post news and whatever. I feel like the president has to use it because so many people use it, and it'll get the message across. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, but like for our age group, I don't think it's not a good thing to use. Like I've had friends say like it's horrible, and they've tried to stop using it, just like Instagram. Like me is like memes, but there's like, they get affected by it. I don't know. I feel like they can get hurt from it. Because people could say some foul things, and I think Twitter's the least censored one. Like you could post nudity or whatever, this, that, and whatever. You could, not only because of that, but I'm just saying in general. It's like the least censored one. You could say some foul shit on it. People get their feelings hurt more on Twitter than Instagram. I'm pretty sure about that. So yeah, that's why. I don't know. It's like I can feel it. I don't know how to fully explain it, but like I can feel that Twitter's like probably the worst one. More deadly, yeah. It's so hard to explain it, but
in the age of social media and the natural Dani. Well, I see your point. It's like it's like you almost form an identity around Twitter, and it's like you're I don't know, like the words. Sometimes words hurt a lot more than. So.
Not only that, I just remembered something. So It was on the news, like this girl, this famous woman, or I don't know her name or whatever. She posted a tweet. It was something bad, but it was like 6 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, when they.
And it's always there. Yeah. It'll always be there. And they use that against her now, and like they shame her. They ruined her life or whatever because of a tweet back in the day. She was young. She was reckless. She didn't know shit. She wasn't smart. She was like me when I was beginning into high school to like sophomore college. Like I was a goof, and it's like she made a mistake in her life now because of Twitter. Her life got ruined because people started to force on her. Some guy said, like other famous guy said, "Oh, look what this girl posted," but nobody even cared that it was 6 years ago. They attacked her like it was like just yesterday. That's kind of what I was trying to get to. Now I'm finally starting to think clearly. But Twitter, that's why I think Twitter is very bad. It's like you're held very accountable for stuff like that, especially with, like when you get such a high following. Like you could actually get damaged. It's crazy. You can get your life ruined by social media if you F up.
Put the wrong stuff up there.
Yeah, you put the wrong stuff. You make a mistake. You post stuff when you're drunk. You say some foul stuff. They will force on you. The internet's not a safe place. You will get wrecked.
So why would you agree to something like this? Because right now, to this recording of
what? Because I don't care. People are gonna hate me. People are gonna like me. It's just like I told you. Like after junior year, I didn't care as much. I don't care. It's whatever. I can get roasted. It doesn't hurt. It never hurts the same like it used to. back when I was a baby, when I was being goofy. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like I don't care what people's opinions of me are. It doesn't matter. It's if they like me, like me. If they don't, sucks to be them. Yeah. Nobody will ever be liked by everybody. It's impossible. And nobody will ever like. There's not something that everybody likes. I don't believe it. Don't get me into like essentials like water. Don't get stupid like that. But like, if you think in general, like a brand or anything, like nobody fully supports that. They'll hate it. There's people that will hate it. People will hate it because it's so good. It's possible. Like you can never please everyone.
Population.
You can never please everyone. So that's why like leaders and whoever governments and like presidents and whatever they can't please everyone. People get mad. People get happy. They try to please the biggest population, I guess, or I don't know how to say it. It's like
the majority.
The majority, yeah. That's just how it is.
And so you're just like fuck it, I'm just gonna be.
I'm me. I'm me. Like if you don't like me, I'm sorry. That's your problem. I'm not gonna change for you. Doesn't matter. That's that.
That's it.
That's why I don't care about social media anymore. But as I'm getting older, I'm starting to realize how stupid I was. Like, that's the sad thing about Twitter. Like, as you're growing older, you start realizing. Like the lady that posted that tweet, it was something bad, it was something negative. I don't remember. This is like 7 years ago. Like 7 years later, she's grown, she's mature. She apologized. She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. This was so long ago. I don't know. I was dumb. I was a little kid. This that. I was immature. This that. I said some bad things." She was trying to apologize, but no one took it. Because the internet, they don't care, bro. They will roast. They don't care. They'll find anything that has hype or has any I don't know how to say it. Any hype around it, that they'll try to capitalize off it. They'll give attention to it, and they'll really get it moving. Like 6ix9ine.
I remember that meme that every time you mention 6ix9ine now, I remember that meme where it's like FBI open up. That was deadly. That was fun.
Yeah. That's my view.
But speaking of attention and all that stuff, that once the media or whatever finds something that has a lot of attention, that they start pointing towards it and feeding more into that fire, right? So going into something that's current and that's going on right now, and we're about to see the effects. Yeah. Yep. So do you think it's being blown up much more than it really is, or do you think it's actually something to worry about as much as we are right now? Because it's in every YouTube video, every like news feed. Trump just banned people from Europe to travel here, so
that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not gonna disagree with that. I mean, Italy's very rough right now, but my opinion on the whole thing is is it overrated? Is what is it too hyped?
Like the media is just blowing it up right now. Like it's this, and the media is
they're scaring the population.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of population scared, but like, see, I have friends on both sides of this argument, so I don't know where I fall in it. I'm not too, to be honest, I'm not too scared, but like, it's something to keep an eye out. But like, I have friends that are like, "Oh yeah, the media is beyond stupid. Like, why are people getting so scared? Like, this is nothing. Like, it's not killing anybody." It's like some people say like, "Oh, 95% or 97% people like live, like from the people that we had like get it in the world, like they say like only like 3.5% died or whatever. Like they're overhyping it. People are like, it's usually the old people, this that, and then there's others that are like, oh my god, the end of the world, done, it's over. You gotta get the toilet paper. You gotta get the hand sanitizer and stuff like that. I mean, I guess my family, they just got some extra water and just a little bit more food, but they didn't go overboard. Like, we didn't even buy hand sanitizer, like crazy stuff like that, or like 15 packs of toilet paper. Like, that's, I don't know. I'm gonna get roasted for that. I know I'm gonna get roasted for this, but I don't know. I feel like it is a problem. Of course, it's a virus and a lot of bad things. I mean, a lot of bad things are happening. People are dying, but if you look at it, like, again, in a wide view of it, it's like the amount of people that got it is very high, but the amount of people that died is very low. But I still feel like it's early to make like big decisions like that. Like if it's really serious or not. I don't know. We just kind of have to see and wait it out. I don't know. I'm not too worried myself. Like, I don't really like talk to people. I don't go in super public places. I'm just at my house doing my stuff, doing my own thing. But I feel like just wash your hands. Just wash your hands. Wash your hands and like
Don't cough.
stay away from people that cough and just wash your hands. I think you're gonna be fine. If you're old, probably. I mean, from what I've heard, older people like have higher risk of dying, and maybe even some young people, like very very young people, like babies or whatever. But like old people should be more careful. And I think they should focus on like protecting the old people. I don't know, but like if like maybe we get it, we're probably gonna be fine. There's like a low chance, from what I've heard, a low chance of us dying. So that's why I'm not too worried if I get it. If I get it, I wouldn't care too much. I'll just go to the damn doctor, whatever. Just keep me there, whatever. But the thing about me is if I get it, I don't want to give it to my family, my grandpa, my mother or father who's older or whatever. But for me, I don't care. If I get it, it's a wrap. It's whatever. Just take me to the doctor. I'll wait 20 days, whatever it takes to heal, and I'm out. Hopefully I won't die, but I don't know. But I don't think I will. I don't have any, like, from what I've heard, it's like, if you don't have any, like, pre-existing conditions, diseases, or whatever, respiratory problems, you're not going to get really hit too hard. You're going to go to the hospital, but, like, yeah.
So you talked about dying. Are you ready for that? Like,
am I ready to die?
yeah, like, if, let's say that...
I don't want to die, obviously.
Why not? Like...
Because I feel like there's so much... Before I used to be like, damn, there's not much to this damn life. Like, oh, this, we go to school, this, that, we're gonna get a job, this, that. But like, that view changed completely. Like, again, after that junior year, I mean, sophomore year, after like you stop being a goof, stop being a baby, you realize there's so much life. Like, it's actually amazing how many things you could decide to do. Like, one day you could just decide to like start an art project. The next day you could be like, oh, I want to go work on my car. I don't know. It's like, of course we get bored. There's a lot of boring days, this, that. But like, I feel like there's always something to do. It's just like, it's hard for people to find it. Or there's a lot of people are trapped into like this mindset where like, this is my life. I can only do this. I have to go to work. I have to do this. I have to do that. I have to do this. Like if you, like it's your own life. Like I'm making crazy scenarios here, but if you want to, like you can quit a job anytime you want. No one's like, of course you need the money. Of course you need to provide for your family, but it's not like, you have choices. It's all choices. And like, you can decide to do whatever you want anytime in your life. Like even if you're like, example, if you're like, I don't know, very low income, like you can still try to do other things. It's like, there is time in the day. If you really want to, you can make time for things that you like. You don't have to be boring all day. You can go out. You don't even have to waste money. You can go out with your friends and play a board game. Like, because a lot of people say like, oh, they do nothing, just sit on their bed and just watch Netflix. Like, it's kind of boring. I feel like, I don't know. It's entertaining, of course, Netflix, this, that, but I feel like there's so much stuff you can do in life, in general.
And so because of that, because of all the things that you could do, you feel like you haven't experienced enough. That's why you're not going to die.
Yeah, not enough. Not enough experience. It's like, just from my mindset, I feel like we'll never be satisfied. There's always going to be things that we want to do. I don't know, like, example with like the rich. The rich, like, they buy a lot of cars, they buy this, and then they just get bored. Like, eventually they get bored. If they have so many things, they just get bored. They're like, oh, whatever. A Ferrari to them is regular. To me, I would be so, like, hyped. I'd be like, wow, imagine me working on a Ferrari. Like, that'd be awesome. But, like, it's just the idea. Like, people always want change. I don't know. They would always look for something different, something new. That's why a lot of relationships fail, too. It's like, people hunt for that. People want new things. They want to try new stuff. Nobody will ever be satisfied forever with what they have. They always want more. They always want something else. That's how I feel like population in general is going forward. They always want to learn more. They always want to do more. They always want new technology, new this, new that. The human always wants to do more things. Like, I don't know. How do you, like, we evolved. We learned new things. We made new tools. We did that. We always want to. We never want to settle. We want to make our lives super efficient. So, yeah.
And so,
Corona.
Well, not Corona, but first off, you mentioned that there's a lot of things to do, and then you mentioned that because there are a lot of things to do, you will always want to do more, or
no. Mm-hmm. It's like, sometimes I don't even know how to explain this. Mm-hmm. This is a difficult thing. It's like, even when you know there's so many things to do, since there's so many things to do, you won't know what to do, and then you just do nothing. Like, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know, like, this is a difficult topic to explain, but I don't know how to explain it. It's just, for me personally, I feel like there's so many things I could do. Like, I'm not rich at all, but I'm not like zero. I'm not like extremely beyond low income. Like, I'm not living paycheck to paycheck anymore, at least. Like, I feel like I can do more things now. Money is important, but it's not all of it. Like we always say, but I don't know. I feel like I can go out and, example with my car, because I always reference my car a lot. I can go out and just be like, oh, I want to change the color, and I can go do that. I can go buy new wrap. I can go do it, and that's like a whole project, and I won't be bored because I enjoy it. I don't know. There has to be something that you like, and if you really like it, like, you'll be into it.
So when do you think you would be ready to kick the bucket and just
Ready
lay
to
in
kick
that
the
coffin?
bucket.
Lay in the coffin.
When do you think I'll be ready to die?
Yeah. Because you said no because there's so much to do. And like you said, there will always be things to do.
So when would I want to die?
Like when would you feel like enough is enough? Like you've experienced the Ferrari, you've experienced the yacht, you've experienced
Probably like age-wise. You want me to give numbers or like what?
Experience-wise, like things to do. Because it could take you 50 years to finish a project, or 100 years.
Mhm.
So it's like,
When is the line?
yeah, like how much?
It's just hard to give that line.
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know how much is enough. I could want to do so many things. I can never want to draw that line. It's possible. Then we always see like old people that are like 9 to like kill me already. Do you know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I don't want that. Like I don't know if I want to be 90 this time, but if I'm throwing numbers wise, like 80 is a good age. 75, 80, I don't know. If you want to go to 90, I don't know. I feel like you can't do anything unless you're really fit or some amazing human. But once you're at like 90, you just, at that point, you're just 80, even 80. Like you're just seeing your family, your kids, you're this. They're already growing. They're already like 40 now. 40, 45, 50. And you're 80. And just like, I don't know. It's just like, you've seen it all. You've seen it all. You have grandkids, this, that. It's like, I don't know. Number wise, I'd say like 75, 80 is fine. Would I be sad if I died there? No. I'd be like, whatever, it's a wrap. But I don't know. To be honest, I don't know if I would want to go to 90. But then there's also another side of me that's like, oh, I want to just live and just see how the world ends up when I'm 90. Like, do you know what I mean? It's very, we can't make these decisions. That's why we don't choose when to die. Or like when we die, we could try to like, how do you say it? Extend our life, like eat healthy, this, that, but eventually we're all gonna die. Unless they make some new stuff. I don't want to get that topic, that's a big topic.
Very good.
But yeah, like, I don't know, it's very hard. It's like not good to like, I don't know. Just go with it. That's what I'd say.
So you wouldn't be okay with it, but if it happens, it happens.
If it happens, I have no option.
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
Yeah,
It's a wrap. Yeah. Would I want to know when I'm gonna die? No. I really don't. And I don't care to know. It's just whenever it happens, it's a wrap. But I want to do as much as I can. Or like do at least the stuff I like a lot. Till then. We never know. We could die tomorrow. We can die whatever, a week. We can die 10 years, 50 years later. But we don't know. Something can happen. Like, it doesn't even have to be health related. It can just be boom, car crash, boom, done. But what I'd say is just live it good. Try to live it good, like, to the fullest. Like always the hype beasts always say, oh, YOLO, this, that. But like, it's kind of true, a little bit. But they use it for stupid excuses. They use it for dumb reasons. Like, it can get really silly. There's like, I'm not the one to draw the line of where the limit is, but like some people use that YOLO thing too hard. It's just like, now you want to die. It's like, now you're forcing it.
They're looking for it.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you trick yourself, you trick your brain with that phrase, you only live once. You're like, oh, do it now. That could be heroin, that could be drugs. Like, oh, you only live once, do it now. And then you could have lived to 80, you never knew. Let's say, for example, if somehow we knew, like, when you died, let's say that guy could have lived to 80, he went off the YOLO method, and then 23, done. Do you know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
like don't use that YOLO stuff too harsh because that'll fuck up your life. Have limits though. Like be responsible. That's all I can just say. Just be educated, be realistic, and be logical. I don't know. Just be realistic and logical. Like don't do stupid things. Don't do drugs. Big drugs, crazy things.
Big drugs.
Yeah. Let's get away from drugs. We don't do drugs out here. Yeah.
I got you. That's cool though.
Yeah.
Sure.
Don't do
Basically
drugs.
live
Don't do straight up.
Basically, live responsibly.
Responsibly, logically,
Mm.
and what was the other word? Realistically.
Realistically.
Yeah, be real. Don't be like, don't try to like jump off a cliff and think you're gonna fly. Don't get stupid now. But yeah.
So let's say that it does happen tomorrow. Now you were.
That I die tomorrow?
Yeah. So what's one thing that you would
Be
want to,
proud of?
Well, not be proud. We could get to that after. But what's one thing you would want to let the world know, or one thing you would want to share with the world?
With the world?
Yeah.
Don't care what people say. Straight up. It made my life so much easier, so much better. I don't. People like I have a lot of friends. They stress so hard. They literally cry or like they stress like, oh, this guy said this person said this girl said this about me, this that, but like you're wasting your time, real time, for caring what random people say who have no value in your life or it doesn't even matter. Or it's like if these people are not even gonna be in your life in 5 years, 3 years, like do not care because you're really gonna waste. You're gonna get white hair. You're gonna waste your time stressing for no reason. And it's just I don't know. I learned that to not care at all. Like, F it. Like me. Like let's give an example. Like people hate my car. They say it's like crap. It's too loud. This that's garbage. This that. People have said it's straight garbage to my face. But I'm like, good for you. All right. But like I never care. Like I'm still gonna make my car how I like. No one's gonna stop me. Like just don't care what people say. Like don't get hurt because of other BS people tell you. People always try to lower you. People are jealous. Humans are jealous. They always try to take you down. They think they're better than you forever. Just like don't take it seriously at all. Do not care. I feel like that's very important to learn in your life. I mean, I'm young. This is my wisdom that I can give. I don't know what wisdom I have, but I'm young. But that's what I'd say, to not care, because you're gonna waste your damn life caring about what others think, and you're not even gonna live your own life. And you're gonna want to be like them now. You're gonna follow their Instagram lifestyle, and you're gonna be buying these like expensive designer brands for no reason. That's why I don't buy designer brands myself ever. So stuff like that. But if I was rich, whatever, I'll get myself something here and there. But like, people are out here living off $200 a week, $300 a week, but wearing $1,000 belts, and do you know what I mean? Bottom, that's their money. That's just my opinion. It's just like, again, live responsibly. Realistically, that's gonna be my little catchphrase now. I don't know. It's just not. If I don't feel that's educated, but I've learned about that a lot from you, because like you taught me more about business side, and you taught me more about money management, this and that. And now I'm starting to realize that I was a dumbass too. Like I was a dumb kid. I used to, like, even with my car, I used to spend so much money on my car. Now it's way less. Like I focus on not spending money as much as I used to, even though still have a big passion for cars. I waste less money now. It's like as we get older, we become more responsible. Like
Hopefully.
There's some people that don't do that. Don't do that.
So why do you think that there's that difference? Because
why is there that difference?
Yeah.
Like why do some people become responsible when they're older and some just say fuck it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know. They're just like, some people just don't care about their life. Some people would just get an apartment and get like a minimum wage job, and there's some people that will think that's perfectly fine. They won't want to move up. They don't care. They just want to pay their bill, pay their rent, and then just do the same exact stuff that you've been doing. I don't know how to say it. I'm gonna get roasted for that. I don't know how to explain it, but like,
yeah.
There's some people that don't have a high drive, and like there's a lot of lazy people. Obviously, there's a lot of very lazy people. I'm a lazy person too, but like for certain things. But some people are just fully lazy. Like I don't even know how to say it. It just and it's not even only that. It's just like some people aren't educated. I feel like there's a lack of education in like money management, money finance, and everything like that. That's why a lot of people struggle. Like foreign families come here, they're not super good with money management. They know this one life, like, oh, you go to your job, you pay your kids college, or you do this. That's how like Albanians are. They come here, they just care about supporting their kids so much, like extreme. They go to work the full week. There's no breaks. Like my parents work all the time. There's no breaks. But like I feel like it's because like they didn't know about investing. They're also very skeptical and scared of investing. It's just foreign people don't really like to play with money, or at least like low income foreign people, like my parents, or like people that come from Albania, example, because that's what I know. I'm from Albania. They're too scared. They think it's like a pyramid scheme, because it's like in Albania there was a pyramid scheme at one point, and like people lost all their money, and everyone's scared from that completely. You know, it's like, and they come here and they think the only real way to make money is the one true way. They think there's only one true way. It's like, go to your minimum wage job, put in your hours, put in your time, get paid. That's real money. They're not tech savvy. They don't know computers. They don't know. So yeah, that's that. I feel like education is a big part of it. That's why a lot of the population in America is like, what is it, low income or something?
Mm-hmm.
They have like, they're not high income or whatever. I don't know the brackets how it's specifically, but it's like low money, I guess you could say. I feel like it's education and fear and laziness too. Lack of initiative and stuff like that. There's so many things. That's just the top 3 I can think of, but I don't know. So many things that fall into that. That's a big thing. So yeah.
So knowing that knowing more, it helps, right? Because if you didn't know about like the different investment opportunities and all that stuff, you would have probably taken what your parents have and then just apply that same sort of mentality.
Yes.
So you could say knowledge is power. That's
yes.
where that phrase comes
100%.
in. So what have you been doing to keep that knowledge from growing? Because you don't know everything, and you probably won't know everything in your lifetime, because I don't think like there's always new things. So what have you been trying to do, or how do you like
money wise?
Well, not just money wise, but just in general, like
how do I say associated with like learning things?
Yeah.
Or is that what you're trying to ask?
Yeah. So like just learning. Yeah, learning
through you.
Well, personally,
I mean, just research online, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
That's, I don't know, like a lot of research, I guess you could say, online. Just looking up things. Like I tried stocks. Like I was a young kid. I was like, what, sophomore year maybe? I tried to play around with stocks. I didn't know stocks. I thought I knew stocks. I thought I knew it all. Lost like $30, had a heart attack. And yeah, and just I don't know. It's just sometimes you gotta just try it.
You lost $30, then what?
Then I made some money.
Yeah.
And then I pulled it out and I never played again.
Why were you trying to hide that part?
I don't know. I really don't know. But I don't know. It's like you gotta do it. You gotta try. Like I've seen so many like informational videos where they say like play with like $200, $100 just to try it, just to see, just to get your what is the phrase?
Feet wet.
Yeah. Get your feet wet and stuff like that. So that's what I did, and then I thought it was cool. I thought it was very cool, but it was stressful playing single stocks because I'm not rich. At $100, I played like
New Age
when it was hot, and that was one hell of a ride. The stocks are cool. It's just I'm not very knowledgeable. I don't want to say I'm knowledgeable, but I know a little bit about stocks, but that's it.
Just to give some context about NBEV, it was a stock.
For weed?
It was for new age beverages. We were looking at that stock when it was worth what, like $2-3. It was like $1 and then it jumped to $2.
And then it jumped to $2, and then we were like, hold on, why?
And then it jumped to like $8.
$6 or $8?
Yeah. So it was
and
that.
Then
now it's at like $2 or something like that.
Plummeted. Good thing I sold before it went down. Some kids though. Some of my friends took an L.
Big L.
They thought I would go up forever. What goes up must come down.
I don't remember how much I lost, but it was probably like it wasn't a lot, but it was still like a lot for that time.
Guess what? Dimitri kept it.
You made it back, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kept it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he kept it, and he was able to make his.
He made his money back.
Yeah, but it was a good time. But we learned, right?
Definitely. It was
a learning experience.
yeah, that was scary. I was in class. I remember you laughing at me. You watched the stock go down like I don't know how much percent, but it was equivalent to $30 in my thing, and you just laughed. So yeah.
But even now in the stock market, it's taking a hit. But it was up for the
right now,
10%.
Corona,
Yeah,
it's expected.
Yeah.
Big outbreak, big things, big epidemic. It's just like one title like that causes huge panic. People sell stuff. People do this. Like I mean, like even businesses and like a lot of people are losing business now. Restaurants, I've heard like in China, like people are begging like, not in China. China they shut down a whole bunch of stuff. They shut down like everything. But like even here in America, in some places, I don't know if this is real or not. Obviously, we never know what's real or not. But on social media, on Instagram, I saw like some lady post or like send out letters to like her loyal customers saying, please like come back to like the restaurant. Just because it's Chinese, it doesn't mean this, that, and like they're taking a hit for no reason because like of this big outbreak. Because just because it started in China or whatever, it's like affecting people here who have no association with this stuff at all. It's like it's hurting businesses. And yeah, and stuff like that. And probably eventually like Italian restaurants are gonna take a hit too. It's horrible, but like
that's just the reality.
Anything that's that's why I'm saying social media is horrible. It goes back to that thing. Like once you're associated with a bad thing, it's a wrap. People will force on you. People will hate you. Like that lady posted a bad comment. Like I said, she posted a bad comment 6 years ago. They still attacked her now. China's associated with coronavirus, big disease, big this, that. What do you expect? People are gonna get hate. There's a lot of people that have no idea what they're talking about. They will hate you just because of like one title. It's like, yeah, that's how it starts.